And here we go. The first scrim of the brand new Overwatch League. This fight is going to be between, I don't even know, Patchy Squad and someone. Hectic, I believe. The scrim between Patchy Hut and Hectic. I'm not going to be super crazy about this one because it's kind of late and everyone has work tomorrow. But I'll do the best I can. I don't know many of these squads. I do know a few of these players. They have been mismatched from the last time I saw them, though, so you never know. Let's go to the attacker scene to have a dive set up. Dive with Bridget, Tracer, Mercy, and Sombra.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
It's ridiculously strong on this map if you get to hack the large health packs. Near the point, the first point at least. Second point, not so much. Junkrat Trap is Trunkrat Trap. Seems like they're gonna have an Orisa Diva defense. Interesting choice. Orisa is very meta on this point, and Quad Tank on attack is very meta for Pro League. But with the new addition to Bridget, we never know how it's gonna work out. And there, it looks like Patch Squad is on the attack. There is a Tracer flanking. And the attack begins. Very, very messy fight. Being attacked by all sides. Doesn't look like any picks yet, but a lot of damage coming in from Hectic. Pulse Bomb brought up already, but the Tracer will fall. That's a good pick, and they will have to capitalize on this. Diva demeched. Very, very messy fight. Reses will come in somehow. For Bridget, that's a good choice to res, but will it be enough? Doesn't look like they'll be able to hold it. Looks like Patchy Squad will be able to take this. This is really confusing. A self-destruct comes in on point. Doesn't seem to get anyone. In a very messy fight. Looks like Henley is the last person left other than Tracer. Doesn't look like it's going to get anything, and Patchy Squad, or excuse me, Hectic will be able to take. Wait. Who's attacking? Chubby is on. Heck, Chubby is on Patchy Squad. EMP. One EMP, that's a good attacking ultimate, but it looks like everything else had to be used last fight. Patchy Squad doesn't look like they have any ults. Orisa and Mercy ult Alex coming up very quickly. Looks like Jake's gonna have a sound barrier for this next fight, as well as Henley having a self-destruct. If they can get that self-destruct EMP combo, that can do wonders. It looks like EMP's gonna come in. That's a lot of people hacked, and self-destruct comes in. Get a big, a 5K for a self-destruct. That was a giant team-wiping ult right there. That was a brilliant tactic use. And the emotes come out. Will they be able to even get back to point? It does not look like it. And with over 7.5 minutes left, Patchy Squad will take it. Excuse me, Hectic. Patchy Squad. Big ultimate coming out from Henley. That was a fantastic combination. EMP to an immediate self-destruct. Quintuple kills coming from all around. Doesn't look like they even needed the sound barrier, but they brought it out anyway. Fantastic job. If you would be so kind as to put the freaking team name so I know which one's who. I believe Chubby's on Patchy Squad, right? And then Henley is on Hectic. Yeah. Okay. So now I know. Hectic is red. That was a fantastic attack. It's over 7.5 minutes. It doesn't look like we'll be doing a comp season, so it's just a scrim. I will be posting this on the main Overwatch channel, but oh fucking poggers, that was a ridiculous ult by Henley. 5-player self-destruct coming in. Have to give props to Jackal. Jakel. Thank you. I'm not trying to be...
Now entering King's Row.
Henley, and for the record, that was all the EMP's doing. Moving on to King's Row. A big bomb by Henley. That was a fantastic ult. I still cannot get over that. Moving on to King's Row. Looks like a pick deathball comp coming out from the attacker side. Orion Hart, Roadhog, Widowmaker. It's likely Widowmaker's going to change after a very short period of time, seeing if she can get any major picks. And Apache Squad is on the defense. Looks like a very regular Orisa Diva defense, setting up on point. Keeping that soldier on high ground. It looks like they'll be setting up a little further back, actually. Do they know what they are going up against? Or do they really expect that Widowmaker to come out?
3, 2, 1.
Looks like the Widowmaker will change to a Diva.
Defend objective A.
Oh no, Widowmaker, after all. Doesn't look like she'll be able to get anything. They are hiding quite far behind the corner. Yeah, they realize where they are now, and it looks like they're going to have to attack. Very powerful defense with a Junkrat soldier. A lot of damage going to be coming through on the side of Apache. Any pick from Apache already. It looks like Hectic is going to have to reset, but it looks... Doesn't look like they're doing crazy things, but standing here while they're waiting for their soldier to get back does count as feeding. I'd be careful, Henley. A missed hook, but that would have been a big pick on that Moira if he could get it. Comes out for the... Henley's already down. Ooh, a soldier gets taken out with a Helix rocket, and now is going to be able... Somehow they got the flank, a big Earth Shatter coming out from the side of Patchy Squad. A lot of ults coming online here for Patchy Squad. Almost all ults except for Soldier has been used, and they will have a reset. Junk Tire not going to get anything. Amazing defense on the side of Patchy Squad. D.Va battle. Does look like Patchy or Hectic's D.Va will have to retreat for now. Both attack visors have been used. It's a attack visor battle between the two. And Patchy Squads will win out. That will cause a hard reset on the side of Hectic. They're pushed a little far forward. They might count as feeding. If they get that Bridger pick, yeah, it's going to be even longer before they're able to attack. And they're resetting back. Diving the Junkrat, trapped, but he does get the pick. Gets the DMAC. And they bring out the Reaper. Interesting choice, as don't look like they'll be able to get close enough to have it do anything. A tire comes in on the side of Patchy, gets Reaper, and 3 are down on the side of Hectic. We'll have a reset, so they do swap to Zarya. 20% to grab, 65% charge. Interesting, very, very good. Very good use of Zarya, that is strong. 30 seconds remain and not a tick has been taken yet. They're going to have to do something else. A high charge. High charge Zarya has the highest DPS, so we'll see if they're able to use them. Self-destruct comes out. Gets 2 Henley self-destruct. Gets both supports down. That will be a hard win on the side of Hectic. That was a fantastic job. Junkrat's the only one there, and he will be taken out immediately. Into overtime. No, Fergie decided to nuke them all. And it looks like it might be big, but it does not get anyone taken out. He just added ult charge to everyone. Overtime cap. They will be taking it. That was an excellent defense on the side of Patchy. And if it weren't for Henley's self-destruct, I will give him this. That self-destruct was really well placed. Getting both supports. Sombra has EMP coming through. And she will be found out. She's trying to get that big EMP. They've already used bomb. They're trying to get as many people in this EMP as possible. She will be backing out for now. But bongos have been brought out, and that's a lot of damage. Attack visor has been brought out from Jonathan. Gets 1, and it'll clean up everyone else. Excellent defense on the side of Patchy Squad. They did have to use all their ults, so they're sitting at no ults, the closest one being a tire, and then Coalescence. Coalescence will be good. Ooh, Junkrat. Many picks as he can. Doesn't see anyone, but they've already pushed a point, so they are doing a 5v6. EMP comes out. And a grab. That's a big grab. Will they be able to comp? They will. They will. Reaper gets 2. But it looks like all of the kills are falling on the favor of Hectic. Junkrat comes finally from his long flank. Gets taken down. The cart will be pushed. If they push the fight up a little bit, they might even be able to get a hard point B. But it looks like they're just going to push the cart with everyone. Another D.Va bomb coming in from Hectic. Coalescence used just to stay alive, but will it be enough? It will not. They will take out Moira with Coalescence. Mercy has been taken down, but it looks like a lot of kills are falling in for Patchy Squad. It doesn't get anyone this time. Coalescence has been used. Will they be able to point? It looks like they will be able to. Reaper's doing ample work. No ults on the side of Hectic though. They had to use as many as they could. With only a D.Va bombs hitting on the side of Patchy. A lot of damage coming in, and the card still moving. They will have to contest one of these times, but there is a Reaper ulting behind everyone. Gets two. The Mercy's down. They won't have any chance to res. Gets taken down, and the tire has been used to take down the Moira. But is it enough? The card is still being contested by the Junkrat. It's a high-level Zarya. No, nothing from the Diva Bomb on the side of Apache. Can't get Soldier. Gets two with his tack visor though. That will be a good hold. Trying to push the cart back a little bit. Junkrat very far forward. And bongas have been used. A good death ball, good coordination on the side of Apache. We'll see if Hectic has any chance to lead it. Moira's flanking just to get the point in time, but will be taken down. Self-destruct takes out bongos, and Valk has been used. Valk will be rezzed. Grav, Hectic, they're trying to be many with as much potential as they can, but it was eaten. Grav was eaten by the Diva. That is nothing from that ult, and that is still hear of that. Overtime, and it's still being pushed. All the kills are on the side of Hectic. It looks like they might be able. Riptire gets out Sombra, but they won't be able to get on point. Oh, they do. They contest at the last second. Moira's there. But they were staggering them out. Moira finally down, and that will be it. That will be 3 points. 3 points for Hectic. It was a good defense, but an even better offense. The Diva Bomb actually does get 4 or 3 and a DMAC in the end, but that is too little, too late, Henley. Too little, too late. Three points and overtime. Let's see how Apache squad will be able to attack. It looks like they're going 2 tanks, Diva Zarya with a Hanzo Tracer. Interesting combination of people. No shields, they're gonna have a hard time keeping all their squishies alive. But for attack, it might work for them. On the side of Hectic. Looks like they will be doing a similar dive, but instead of a Junkrat, they're gonna have a Pharah. And a McCree instead of a Soldier. Let's see how they do. The Pharah is an interesting choice. She will be able to put a lot of damage out, but if they have a good counter, she will be pretty useless. With the Zarya, we'll have a lot of damage coming in, so they might be able to charge. Zarya might be able to charge her cannon very quickly after the Pharah, but we'll see how they work it. They will have a very, very far back defense again, just like they had on the other side. Looks like Apache squad will be going all across the high ground. Hanzo has been brought out. Looks like he will have a lot of sightlines to work with, and with the new Hanzo rework actually included into this patch, he will have a lot of damage output. Both a DMAC coming out, but a lot of kills coming in the side of Apache. Excellent, excellent attack. Zarya has gotten a lot of charge. And it looks like, well, they will be able to cap first point. Very quick, very, very quick attack. Excellent coordination. And they will be changing to a Tracer. That would be a good choice because Pharah was an interesting decision, to say the least. Deathball like. Doesn't look like they're going to be trying too hard. The Hanzo putting a lot of damage in. Self-destruct comes in, gets Mercy as a good pick, and if they capitalize on this, they will be able to push him back to spawn. Looks like they'll be trying to push him a little further back, and they will have to back up. With no Mercy and only a Lucio there, healing will be very inadequate. Interesting ult from Hanzo, gets the hectic Mercy, but with only 4 people on the battlefield for them. Excellent flank and a contested cart from Henley, but he will be demacked. And again, kills falling inside of this in favor of the other fucking blue team. I don't know. Patchy. It's hard to keep track, especially with the new team names. Stormbow does a very good job at destroying shields. He will have to utilize it as best he can. Tracer does have a pulse bomb. Let's see what Jimmy Dales does. Grab comes out, gets big, and it's a 2. Gets 2 from Fergie, but a Deadeye comes out and gets 2 on the other side. Valk has been popped on the side of Hectic. Henley's Diva Bomb will get 1. Valk still not used in Patchy. They'll have a support ult, a pulse bomb. They have both support ults, while Henley's only sitting at a damage booster. Very messy fight just to get to point B. It looks like Hectic will be able to hold. They're using a lot of ults. If I were Patchy squad, I'd pull out and save as many ults as you can. You still have both support ults and Tracer Bomb, so you can try and get the Tracer Bomb to get a pick. Ooh, and the Tracer 1v1 gets lost on the side of Patchy squad. Amazing flank on the side of Hectic, just denying that res and taking down Mercy. Looks like they'll be able to push them a little bit further back. A 1v1 versus Soldier and Diva. There never goes on the side of the Diva. And excellent staggers on Hectic. Patchy squad will have to regroup. Still have a better ult advantage with Valk and Sound Barrier available to them, and only Valk being at less than 60% on the side of Hectic. They will have a better time. Attack Visor is going to be coming up for Selfish Puppy, and Henley has another Diva Bomb. Oh! Selfish Puppy gets taken down with the Attack Visor. Will the reses come in? It does not. The reses will come in. Diva Bomb comes in. Gets none. Henley's lost his Diva Bomb once again. The Attack Visor comes out. Doesn't get anything, but it's putting a lot of pressure on the side of Patchy squad. I keep forgetting their name. And another great hold. If they get that D-Mech on that Diva, or a kill on one of the supports. Sound Barrier was committed to that last fight, but they still have Valk, but they waited too long, and now Hectic has a Valk of their own. And Rally is close to coming back online.
60 seconds.
Tracer battles between Jonathan, and a lot of damage coming in for Jonathan. Self-destruct coming in, gets Mercy. That's a good pick. And a D-Mech. Rez has come back up for Reaper on the side of Patchy squad. Lost the Tracer duel to Johnny. And it looks like Patchy squad will be a big grab. Gets 2, both tanks out of this fight, but there's still a Bridget on point they are not able to deal with. A Sound Barrier has been committed for this last fight, even though no one was there. Mercy in Valk will come out, try to battle Mercy, kill them all. Jackal will have to pull back. It looks like they will be trying to contest, but the Winston is the only contester. Henley's self-destruct goes in, doesn't find anything. excuse me, Patchy Squad. A triple kill from the Reaper. Death Blossom. An attack rise that comes out on the side of Hectic. Doesn't look like he'll be able to get anything. Shutdown and Port B will still be contested. Looks like a Sombra will be the only contestant, and that is point B for Patchy Squad. A lot of ult charge fed up for Patchy Squad from Hectic. Only a Diva ult on the side of Hectic. A lot of ults had to be committed. Interesting fact, the Reaper's guns do not actually have that much range. They are shotguns at big EMP. A sound barrier committed on the side of Patchy Squad, and a big grab. Will they be able to capitalize on it? It does not look like it. Pulse Bomb will come out, get Zenyatta. There's no Transcendence, but Henley does get T-Mech. Unknown player does get 3 with his Raging Gorilla, and another hold with 30 seconds left. Having a grab but not being able to capitalize on is the worst thing. It is such a powerful ultimate. You have to have someone else who has enough power. Valk will be committed and they will have to push. They will have to get it more than halfway through point B. That's a big... Gets 2. Hectic gets 2 with it. Death Blossom. Oh, it's the stun stops the self-destruct. Excuse me, the self-destruct still goes in, but Hectic does have the team advantage, and that will be it. Hectic has taken. Excellent fight all around, but a little more coordination on the side of Hectic, it looks like. Big Primal Rage coming out. It looks like Hectic will be one of the teams that to worry about, not because of toxicity, but because they're active. Not saying that Patchy Squad is bad. They put up a very good fight, but a little better. It's like trading out Chubby for Red and whoever it was for 25. I'm not keeping track of the score, I just know that Hectic is probably winning. I think it's 2-0 for Hectic. Well, I guess the first technically 7.5 minutes with a big EMP Diva Bomb combo. If I were on the side of Patchy, I would have to rethink team coordination. With new people coming in, it will be how they do on Oasis. I didn't seem as coordinated as they could be. They were not terrible. They just could be better. On the side of Hectic, it does look like they're a little more coordinated, not by much, but they have better reactions to the dives. What?
Welcome to Oasis.
Alright, moving on to Oasis map 3. Will be back. It's hectic. In Oasis Gardens. You never really stop to look at how detailed the actual outer layers of the world are in Overwatch. Too busy fighting. And let's see what the teams are doing. Looks like Patrick Squad will be going to the Reaper Tracer Zarya with a Mercy Moira combination. Hectic will be running a Lucio. That is correction. They're running a Bridget with Dive and Pharah. Pharah is very powerful on this map. She has a lot of sightlines and a lot of walls she can hide behind. It doesn't look like Patchy will be able to have a counter with a Reaper Tracer, both being very low ground attackers. With no shields on the side of Patchy Squad, it looks like they'll be taking a lot more damage. And already, one from Patchy is down. Fair is doing a lot of work, putting a lot of damage in. And it doesn't look like anyone will be able to counter it. They have no answers for this Farah right now. She's doing a great job of staying very, very close to where they actually would be able to kill her. But it doesn't look like they will. They will snowball it and take point A in the side of Hectic. They have made a quick switch. Amazing, lucky shot from Selfish Puppy on that Moira. That will stagger them even more. No res is coming in, they're just going to let her respawn. Ultimates coming online are Henley's Self-Destruct, Pulse Bomb, and Valk. Valk is only at 45% on the side of Patchy Squad. They will have to either catch up or they will have to break through. Oh, taken down. Patchy Squad has a pick on the Tracer. Will they be able to Will they be able to capitalize? Selfish Puppy trying to back away, trying to protect. Getting protected and pocketed by Mercy is a fantastic. Rocket Barrage. Rocket Barrage comes in, gets one. Will not be able to get the Moira taken out by the Coalescence. Fortunately, Primal Rage has been used, and it looks like Patchy Squad will be able to try and cap. Winston is still on point. Do they have enough? Pulse Bomb stuck to the side of the barrier. Baby Diva doing his best she can, trying to get her mech back, but without them boosters and no missiles, they won't be able to do enough. We'll be able to get remech, but the point has flipped. Patchy Squad will get the D-mech, but a pick for the side. Or excuse me, Patchy Squad will be able to get the Tactical Visor comes in on the side of Patchy Squad. Mostly tanks in his line of sight and will be taken down by Bridget. Hectic doing a fantastic job cleaning up this mess. It's just Winston on point. And Tracer and Patchy Squad will have to reset. The point will flip back. 70% and counting. A pick on Tracer from the side of Hectic that will cause another delay or a res to be brought out. A lot of damage coming in from Fair. It doesn't look like it will be after counter in a combination with pulse bombs will be enough to finish off that one counter to Pharah. Looks like they're going in for a risky rocket barrage. Gets two. Doesn't want to kill herself on the tree. No escape. Will get away with her life. 98%, and it doesn't look. They will be able to get on point. Only Diva. Diva Bomb gets baby Diva. And only Soldier on point. All kills are falling on the side of Hectic. The answers for... Oh no, Patchy Squad, Jonathan is doing absolutely godlike work. Still being contested. Farah's doing a lot, but Jonathan is doing as much as he can. Oh, gets a direct rocket. Grav comes out, doesn't get anyone. But the fight is still going on. It looks like the favor is in the side of Hectic, and overtime ticks down too fast. An excellent try from Jonathan, but Hectic doing a fantastic job to target exactly who they need to target. They needed... If I were on the side of Patchy Squad, I'd say we needed more people to counter the Pharah, like a Zenyatta as well as a Soldier. Looks like Patchy Squad will be switching to a Junkrat McCree, trying to make sure they don't have that Pharah, which they do. Looks like Hectic will be running the exact same squad, the exact same comp.
One. Round 2. Capture the objective.
The fight on high ground begins. Wow. Hectic coming in big with the kills, getting all the kills falling in favor of them. Snowballing it to as much their fight as possible. A very easy cap. Let's see how Patchy Squad responds. Looks like Junkrat will be trying to make a flank around, trying to get a good angle to get on point. If he just starts shelling in, he will be able to get the damage boost up. Junkrat will be get jumped on. Mercy is very low. Rocket Barrage coming in. Selfless Puppy doesn't get anyone, but a lot of pressure is put on. They look like they don't have any answers to Farah again, except for the McCree. But even then, it's still not enough. Patchy Squad does that player advantage on point, and the point will flip. Pulse Bomb coming in for Jimmy Dale. Transcendence and High Noon on the side of Patchy Squad. We'll be able to take care of that Pharah. Self-destruct going in. Gets a big pick on Mercy. They will have to take advantage of this, and it looks like they will. High Noon coming in from Jonathan gets 2. Fantastic defense. Taken down by Diva, but the very, very messy fight. It looks like it's falling in favor of Patchy Squad. Pharah is solo capping by herself, but with Bridget is holding her very own, doing a lot of damage by herself. Almost single-handedly, Remix takes the point back to the side of Hectic. Pulse Bomb, Valkyrie, and Rocket Barrage all on the side of Hectic with a very, very powerful Zenyatta kills himself somehow. Accidentally falls off the edge. For the grab for the side. Excellent bubble. Looks like justice will be raining from above. Self-destruct both on both sides gets 2. Looks like Hectic will have player advantage on point with only Zarya left. Zarya is being taken down and no one else is able to come to point. Hectic will be taking point B, or second point. Single-handedly taking a Remix doing a fantastic job swinging away, holding down right trigger, excuse me.
Now that's a vote of confidence.
And Hectic pulling ahead with 3-0. Excellent fighting from Patchy Squad. But it won't be enough to take down Hectic. Someone has to shoot at Bridget sometimes in order for her to stop being as useful as she can. Chubby coming back in place of Miss Crit. And I don't know who all is watching, but no one's watching. I guess this is just for later reference. And so when Henley sees this, I'm still the better diva. So it has to go differently for the side of Patchy Squad. Doesn't look like they're coordinating ults very well at all. Some of it is very mechanical, like Zarya ulting and only getting either both tanks or just one tank or not even anyone. If you can't play Zarya, it's good practice to play her, but you have to be very strong on Zarya in order for her to be effective. You can easily get 100 charge, but if you're not accurate or if you're not targeting the right people, then she won't be as strong as she could be. Not to single out the Zarya player on the side of Patchy. Also, it seems right now that coordination needs to be worked on. It's an excellent time to practice. Excellent time to practice your coordination. That's exactly what these scrims are for. Moving on to Dorado. Will Hectic be able to 4-0 Patchy Squad? On the side of Hectic, though, it seems like a lot of people want individual credit rather than working as a team. They're doing an excellent job coordinating, but it seems like a lot of them want their own rewards, I suppose, for lack of better words. Not that they have bad coordination, but it looks like each player is his own player trying. I have the same feeling for both Shanghai and Dallas Fuel. Not to compare them to Dallas Fuel, because they are have much better coordination than Dallas Fuel. But Shanghai specifically has too many people who do great on their own, but not so great as a team. Anyway, moving on to Dorado. Hectic will be on the side of attacking. It looks like they might be able to bring out the Bastion. But on the side of Patchy, Bastion has been confirmed with the Orisa, Soldier, and Diva.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers
payload starts moving. They realize now that they have a Bastion, so they will be having... Bridge is doing an excellent job just keeping the payload moving. That's all that has to happen right here. Dive's coming in for the side of Hectic, but a lot of kills coming in favor of Hectic, but they cannot dislodge that Bastion. That Bastion is doing a lot of work, a very good job changing where he is and moving around. Doing a lot of damage, but payload is... Bastion has been taken out right before Zen is dead. He had literally 1 health. Excellent job. Excellent defense. Excellent peel in favor, rather. And the payload will be moving. Will they be able to take point A without any hassles? It looks like it. They were not able to get on point. And Hectic is getting a lot of kills. There's a lot of ult charge in this side of Hectic. It looks like Patchy Squad doesn't know exactly what they want to do. And the payload moves through point B. And a cheeky sitting emote from Jimmy Dale. The world is watching, Jimmy. Doesn't look like Patchy Squad will be pushed far enough up to contest the card before it reaches point B. But they will be moving out. Bomb coming out. Looks like it won't be getting anything. And a counter bomb gets made tank. It looks like favor both High Noon and Tag Visor have been popped. 2 from High Noon, but it looks like they will be able to hold. Selfish Puppy, the only one there. And a stronghold on the side. A lot of ults used. And the Tracer's the only one contesting. Taken down. Hanzo has been pulled out already at 97% ult charge, unless he was there and I just wasn't paying attention because he's not very common. Alright, it's a crit. Let's see what you can... Hectic coordinating his pushes. Careful, that's a long way down. Doesn't seem to get anything with Dragon Strike. It's very hard ultimate to get a lot of kills with. Hectic gets the first pick on Chubby. And a D-Mech. Dive will be going in. Valk has been committed for on the side of Patchy. Looks like Henley might get D-Mech if he's not careful. And the D-Mech comes in. Payload's still contested. Hanun comes out, gets 2, the side of Hectic. But again, Tech Visor comes out, gets 1, and the defense will hold once more. Excellent defense on the side of I keep wanting to say Plasma, Patchy Squad. Main tanks don't get enough love and support. Their job is very simple yet very difficult to pull off correctly. Henley's bomb gets 1, but looks like Looks like Patchy Scott will be able to hold once more. Chubby doing a fantastic job on Brigette, swinging away as best he can. It's a Crit has Dragon Strike once again, as well as Fergie has Diva Bomb. 60 seconds remaining.
My ultimate is charging. Enemy spotted.
A swap to Farah from Jimmy Dale. Has to be very careful because they do have a Hanzo. He could get insta-killed. And they do have a soldier. Another double kill from Selfish Puppy, doing a fantastic job flanking around and getting these McCree ult. Nothing from... and... messy, very messy fight, but looks like Hectic is winning. Fergie is the last one on. Dragon Strike comes through, it doesn't get anything, but it will keep them off the payload for a small amount of time. Finally, the DMAC comes in, and they will be taking point B in overtime. One ult on each side, Orisa and a support ult on the side of Hectic. Excellent push off. If they could finish him off, that's fantastic stagger and or initial pick, depending on how you want to look at this next fight. Interesting positioning from Jimmy Dale. Gets taken out immediately. Can't contest an Orisa as a Farah on the other side of his shield. Mercy doing a fantastic job of escaping all of them tanks. Does get found out and taken out by Henley. Another high noon from Selfish Puppy. Gets a DMAC. And another big bomb from Henley. Gets 2. And that is a point C taken very quickly. 30 seconds remaining. A very nice push from Hectic. Does not have to worry about being only in overtime. Actually, that's only in control point maps that you have to worry about being in overtime. But this, just push the cart as far as you can. Will It's a Crit actually be staying on Widow? This will be one of the first instances of Widow being brought out. And on offense. Looks like a dive. A different dive than normal with the Tracer Widow. Interesting for attacking, but could be very, very effective. A long and a very short range with the Tracer. On attacking, they brought out the Bastion. How will Hectic follow up? Looks like a Reinhardt Diva with a McCree and a Sombra. It looks like It's Crit will be staying on the Widow. We'll see how this plays out.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Comme c'est aimable de ta part.
Escort the payload.
Has to be very careful. That Reinhardt shield's going to be a very big problem, especially when McCree sees and knows exactly where she is. Payload is still being pushed. Not yet. Henley makes a dive, but will get punished immediately by both tanks. Instantly demac'd. Interesting dive coming in from Hectic. I believe that was a mistake. Henley did not mean to fall all the way down. He was trying to get onto the high ground, but messed up. And Hectic will have to pull back very, very far. Especially if Bridget loses this 1v1. Which she does. That is a very excellent stagger on the side of these guys. Rally has been brought out just to ensure payload has been pushed in a very quick point A. No one pushing payload yet. Self-destruct comes out, gets Zen, that's a good pick. And a lot more kills falling in favor of Patchy. Excellent stagger from Selfish Puppy. Selfish Puppy has High Noon and Transcendence EMP on the side of Hectic, but Valk and Pulse Bomb. If Jonathan can get an excellent Pulse Bomb on either Zenyatta or McCree, Henley's Diva Bomb will land on top, unable to get anything. Jonathan has been taken out. They might be able to get this EMP. Valkyrie comes out on the side. EMP, it gets almost everyone in a High Noon. Gets one and a sneaky Junkrat coming up behind him. Excellent protection from his Diva, but a hold will, and it will be held. 3 ults on the side of Hectic. Valkyrie was committed to that last fight, but that would mean Transcendence is the only support ult on the side of Hectic. And the next ult coming up is Chubby on the Bridget. Dive comes in for high ground, but a lot of damage coming in. Has to pop the Primal Rage in order to stay alive. Henley has to back up. Earth Shatter from unknown player. This could be big. But with a Bridget, a lot of stunning coming in. Nothing will self-destruct, but it looks like Hectic has a very strong grasp of this team fight. Transcendence brought out, and Deadeye again gets 2. That's a big Deadeye. Gets both Mercy and Baby Diva. Looks like Hectic will be able to hold once more for point B. No ults used except for Transcendence on the side of Hectic that fight, and Deadeye was brought up at the last minute. I believe the self-destruct was used. Selfish Puppy gaining as many.
EMP charge.
EMP up online again. Excellent protection on the side of Hectic. This coordination is very good. Henley is doing a great job. Riptire coming out, trying to go for that Zenyatta. Will get the pick, but gets taken down at the same time by Henley. Remix brings out the rally. Hammer down has been used. People with a big Diva Bomb gets 2 kills and a D-Mac, and another stronghold for Hectic. Excellent stagger for Selfish Puppy on It's a Crit. 1 minute and 30 seconds remain for the side of Patchy. It is indeed. It might seem. Patchy Squad is trying their best to no avail. Hectic is doing a great job. A pick comes in. 2 picks on each side. 1 DPS down each. It looks like Patchy will be pushing for this. Valk has been committed. High Noon Gets another 2. Excellent dead eyes from Selfish Puppy. Getting 2 every time. Uncontested on this high ground. Don't think they'll be able to push this any further. Transcendence has been committed on the side of Hectic, although they have already won the team fight. Maybe to stay alive. That is a bad ult to have to use last minute, and he gets staggered hard. 20 seconds remaining. They will have 1 push if they can even get there in time. Looks like it'll be another win for Hectic.
10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds. Only a pulse bomb. That's an excellent kill for Jonathan. Big stick, 2 kills, and they will be able to push it. Does look like only D.Va's left on point, but if they leave point now, they will lose. Overtime's ticking down. Only D.Va and Tracer. Tracer has to stay on point though. And overtime ticks away. Jonathan just barely gets there in time. He has to stay there, but he will get taken up by a rogue fire strike, and that is it. Hectic wins 4-0. Selfish Puppy having amazing dead eyes. Gets 2 picks or more with each dead eye he uses. Excellent fighting from both sides, but Hectic having the better of this one. Looks like there might be a team to fear in this league. And since it's really late and I work tomorrow, this is Eric, or Epics, or whatever you want to call me, signing off.